Are you climbing up a ladder that is leaning against the wrong wall? This is something that's been in my mind quite a bit lately. A lot because of personal experience, but also because there's been a lot of reminders in my life that have really reflected this. So picture this, you get this ladder, you lean it against this wall, and this is quite an investment that you purchased quite a few years ago, right? And yes, at the time it was the right thing, for sure. You had a lot of validation around it. It was approved by parents, teachers, society. It was expected of you. You're like, yes, this is it. This is my ladder, this is my wall, let's go. You climb, and you do pretty well. You achieve, you reach some milestones, you get some validation. You keep on going, and it's great. You're climbing up, and you're getting quite high, and the higher you get, the more tunnel vision you become on this thing. Like almost if you picture the ladder going up higher and higher and higher, it becomes more narrow as you look up, and it's all you see now, which is fine, not a bad thing at all, until there becomes a point where, in little pockets of silence, or while you're climbing, you start to get these little, just like second guessing, or little doubts, or like little insights or ideas that have nothing to do with this ladder. And you're like, no, that's not even an option. We can't entertain any of these ideas because this is my ladder. Like, I've made it this far, I've put in this much money, this is my identity. Like, these people expected of me, I expected of me. So you ignore them, and you keep on climbing, and you keep achieving, and you keep the validation coming in, and you keep hitting milestones, and you just keep on going until it just keeps coming back. Every now and then you're like, what is this icky feeling? Something doesn't feel right. You know you have to keep climbing though, because why would you go all the way back down? That is so unknown. You've made it so far now that you can't see the ground anymore. It is so incredibly uncomfortable and scary and daunting thinking about that. Plus, you put in all this time, this money, they expected of you, like, it's your identity. Who would you be if you went back down? They're like, no way, no way, no way. This at least is known, and it's like I'm striving. Like once I get this next milestone, I'll consider the health thing that's going on, or I'll consider that business idea, or once I get that, then yeah, I'll be happy. And it's like almost as if life will begin once you get there. But the thing is that goalpost continues to move as you go higher, and picture the ground more as your groundedness, your truth, where the clarity, the insight, the real truth, wisdom comes through, that knowingness. And the further you climb up, the further away you get from the groundedness, the truth. And it's tricky. It's very tricky, because you're like, I keep climbing, I'll just keep doing this my whole life, or I'll wait until the moment is better, then I'll consider these other ideas, as if life is going to begin or start in the future once we reach this thing. Not realizing that actually life is right now, like literally right now. And oftentimes it is in the more unknown territory or uncomfortable territory, where the real change or pivoting can take place. And so I guess you're at this real kind of crossroad, because the higher you get, the more tunnel vision you're becoming, the more this is me, I have to keep doing this thing. The further away you're getting from the truth, and the more you're suppressing the insights and your true feelings. And so I'm not saying that you have to keep climbing. I'm not saying you have to take a big dive into the unknown, the abyss, and right off the very top of the ladder. I'm not saying that either. I'm speaking into the power of letting yourself take some steps down the ladder. Get a little closer to truth. Give yourself little pieces of space, little pockets of time to allow yourself to start to actually entertain some of these other insights and thoughts and ideas that are coming around, and getting closer to truth, getting closer to being able to actually notice what else is around me. There might be another wall over here. Maybe I can shift this ladder to this spot. Maybe actually, yeah, this is my wall. I just need to readjust the way that I am approaching it, you know? There is so much power in the ability to take a step back, to give yourself space, to actually let yourself make change or change your mind. It's not a waste of money. It does not matter what anyone else thinks, because no one else can actually tell you which wall you should be climbing, or which ladder you should be climbing, or if you even should be climbing a ladder. But the more we can actually start to come to our more grounded, centered place, and just so we can be climbing with awareness, and not to the point that we get so high up that it's near impossible to actually see any other options in life, because life is happening now. Life is not happening once we get into the relationship. It's not happening once we reach the top of the ladder, which is not really even a thing. Or, you know, once we get there, then we can look after our health or be happy, because the thing is that life is happening now, and it is really often in the groundedness, more unknown space where this realization can really come through, and this is where the change, the pivots can take place. There is so much power in allowing ourselves to shift the ladder, to step down the ladder, or to move our ladder, or completely ditch it and go to a whole nother room or building or country, you know? Or maybe you want to stay where you are, that's okay. So let this just be a little insight, and maybe a little prompt to just sit for a moment, feel into, if you're climbing up a ladder, is this the wall? Is this the area? Is this the building that you want to be climbing up? And if there's, you know, something else that you're wishing to entertain or to bring more light into, bring more life into, is climbing this ladder at this capacity and this pace serving what truly matters? Am I getting further away from my truth by climbing, or am I so in alignment that this is making everything feel more me and more true? That's what I'd like you to sit with today. Thank you.